Welcome back to Escape from Pertam, guys, and of course you're back with Pixie Rain. A little bit of some space engineer fun today. And for this episode, I'm thinking we're just going to do some more work on our ship. Hold on a second, guys. My sinuses have been having a field day today, and now apparently I'm going to be sneezing, so I apologize. But yeah, it's one of those days. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so we've got a pretty good setup here. We do need to get some more work done in here.
Inbound.
I mean, I like this setup like that there. I mean, I wanted to have stuff set up back over there, but we're not going to be able to. But I wonder if we can if we drop this to the floor. Well, we really can't, because we need to get some sort of like set up with blocks, do some angle blocks, stuff like that, because we want to make this cabin airtight. So, but I was thinking if we had a second bunk here, it would look kind of cool. We could have like rotating, you know, work stuff going on. But I guess it's a fine single crew, small deal. But I don't know. It just seems like you kind of want to have maybe someplace to sit too. I don't know. Where would we put someplace to sit? I mean, I guess you sit on the bunk. I mean, can you, how high is I wonder how high the bunk. Let's check it out. Let's see how high. How high does, okay, so it's gonna only be that high. Ah, man, I don't know if we can get it to work that at that level. See, if we do that, well, that is not okay, but we'll rotate it so it goes the other way. But we could do that. If we did that, I don't know. Well, we'll leave it like that and see how we feel about it. But and what about a seat? What in the world? Where is my... I'm looking for the control. There it is. Okay. Alright, I like this bench seat. The question is we didn't really put it there. Well, we could put it right there. Oh, we could put it right there. We could put it actually at the base of the bunk too. But here's the thing, we're gonna have stuff on there, so I don't know that we're gonna, man. You know, the only way we could put this seat in here is if we got rid of this. And I kind of like the actual opening of the hatch, but it might be something to think about. Of course, the tricky part is we've still got to get the rest of this. We got to get the rest of this thing all set up. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and set up. Let's see. Let's do a color scheme. We'll do that. And I'm thinking, what I'd like to do as far as the cabin is concerned. Whoops, wrong thing. No wonder I'm not seeing what I want. Ow! The hell, dude? Dude, I did not ask for that. Thinking if we do it like this, let's see. You said that there, that there. Okay, this is not okay. Ugh, we gotta go downstairs. Gotta go to the first aid kit. Or to the, I mean, not the first aid kit, but the, Alright, now we're gonna have to... Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I don't like to do that. gonna come back in here. Gonna sit here for a second. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we're gonna go ahead and get the cabin finished up in the inside, and then we'll go ahead and expand out from that to the back portion of it. And then, because the cabin, we need it to be airtight. I mean, there's no getting around that. So, yeah. Yeah, because right now we're looking kind of sad. Oh, we should get some breakfast. Actually, we need to do, well, we'll breakfast first and then we'll reload everything. We got frontier stew. Looks like we got some dumplings. Let's grab the dumplings. And man, I need some coffee. We're gonna grab 2 coffees today because we're extra in need of some stimulation. Yeah, good stuff. Coffee. Coffee, the nectar of the gods. That's what we're gonna go with. Alright. Hey, Jim. Thanks for working hard. I feel like I should reassign Jim to the section with the reactors and maybe cut these out because we don't need them anymore. But I don't know. If we did that, what would we put there? Like control panels, maybe? Oh, that would work. Alright. Now back to what I was doing before I was so rudely interrupted by getting smacked by stuff. Because, you know, that's how all this shenanigans work, you know. One right there, put you right there, okay. And okay, so that takes care of that part of things. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back to this, go to there. Oh, I do like that. That's actually pretty cool. Now, here's the thing I'm thinking. I might want to take this out and replace it with a atmospheric fan. I like that. So we're going to change that into... Ow! Good gravy, Pertam. Can you not fling it at me for one moment? Oh, I need steel plate. Okay, cool. I don't know if I want to do it there, though, now that I'm thinking about it. Because if I do this here, then that means that the air, that this area here, no, that should work. Alright. So that ammo fan is in place, and then we've got, let's see, let's go back to our light armor structures, and we're going with that there. Okay, and then we'll get this in place there. I might want to actually do something different down here, like maybe some more additional storage. Yeah, I might want to do some stowage down here, so... I'm just thinking, guys, that this would be a great opportunity to put some storage down there, so maybe we should go with a regular solid block down here. And then... Ow! Oh, this is not good. Alright, let's get in here. We're gonna sit in this oxygenated environment and get healed up a little bit. Because clearly, Pertam wants to beat the crap out of us. So I want to get this flooring in place, and then we'll work on building up the sides, getting the rest of this set up. I think that I think it'll work pretty good once we get the roof in place. I want to be able to get some vertical lights of some kind, or not lights, but windows in place if we have the window coverings for it. Let's go ahead and switch back to our front here. Let's see. Weather is still sandstorm. Of course it's still sandstorm. It's going to be a sandstorm because that's how this thing rolls. It smacks you when you're not looking. That's how Pertam rolls. Alright, and then we'll get this. Now, I know I was thinking about putting a bench in front, but nah, I don't think I'll do that. We'll figure it out, but I'm thinking I like having these little storage and put storage cubbies underneath here. And that would be really kind of cool. So let's go ahead and get that in place. Just for some equipment, a few odds and ends, that kind of thing. So let's go to logistics. Let's get 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good, now I got some storage down here too. And then up here, we'll go ahead and we're gonna put our weapons locker again. We had one the last earlier, and it worked out really nicely. I liked having it in hand, so we're gonna go ahead and get that set up. All right, and then we're gonna drop off. We want that in there. Oh, actually, no, I don't. That's the rifle I'm gonna use. Let's drop this in there and that in there, because that's what we're going to have. Now we'll go ahead and have another one of our coffees. And then, actually, we'll have our spare rifle in there as well. So that's good to go. And did we ever... I think we did set this up, but let's check. Okay, good. Yeah, we got our first aid kits in play. That's really good. With these extra storage containers, we'll be able to stow a few extra supplies that we need, and that's kind of nice. Now, as far as having this up here, I don't know. I still am on the fence because that means we're going to have to make the top a lot more oomph, and I don't know that I want to do that. So, yeah, we're going to... Sorry about that. I'm a little bit sinusy right now. It sucks, but it is what it is, you know? So let's go ahead and we're gonna get, let's see. Let's see, why are you not going, oh. Because of the, okay, alright, I see how it is. So we're gonna have to go there with that, no problem. Alright, cool. So that's in place with that. We've got our microwave. We've got all that stuff in there. Okay. That looks good. Alright, so, let's see. We're going to change up our plan here. We got the gray. We're going to go with the lighter gray. And I want to go with carbon fiber. I want to see how that looks. You can't really see the carbon fiber on it, so I don't like that. Well, we could use this color here, I guess. I mean, the black would probably show up really well. Now we could go with a wood look with that color there. Go with like a wood type thing, but nah. It's going to be a lot more obvious if we use black. Alright, let's get the, Alright, now let's go ahead and... That's kind of lame looking. Nope, that doesn't look good. Well, white does brighten it up. Gray looks more like everything else, which actually is not a bad thing. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. Nope, can't have that closed up. Oh, that's not cool. Oh no. Well, having the stove down like that is definitely a problem. Oh no, that's not good. Snap, man, that sucks. I can't put this down there because this thing is too far. It's got to be one block up. No! Man, that sucks. Well, let's see how it goes. Okay, and then the remaining parts of these. Now, I don't know if this is going to be airtight with that. I don't know. But we're going to find out and see if that works. If it doesn't, then I'll go to plan B. I don't like plan B, but I'll do a plan B if I have to. Now, where is my windows? There they are. Alright, cool. Girders. I need girders. Alright, where's our girders at? Nope, not there. There they are. Okay, good. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing in play. Yeah, oh yeah, we got plenty of glass. Okay, good. Perfect. Now we can see the actual markers, like how many blocks is that, how many blocks is that. And then this hopefully will work out just fine with an air vent there, but we won't know until we actually start tearing it up and doing stuff. And then right here, we're gonna go ahead and set this up, but we gotta change the color scheme. Well, we're gonna rotate that in place like that. Alright, so that pretty much gets the baseline of what we're doing here. We still need to do that, and we need to go up over the roof, which is going to be its own fun little bit of whatever have you. I wonder if I can get up there. That is slightly, just ever so slightly annoying. Alright, we have got to get this thing figured out. Are we gonna do this or what? Oh, you know what I could do? I could set up a ramp system right here. Alright, now. Ha! There's more than one way to make this work. Alright, so. And then we can run that across. But that's the trick. We've got to get this, let's see. Now let's see, we're going to get this in place here. Okay. Now we're going to run this across. Okay, so that's up above. Now that is going to be same level right here. So we're going to go with this. And then we'll go there. And that covers that. And then we'll go ahead and set this here, and then we're going to jump down. Because we want both of these to come out to the same level. Oh, we're out of steel plates. Ah, that sucks. Okay. Alright, so we're going to get this over here and grab some more steel plates, because apparently we've been doing too much with the steel plates. Alright, so let's see, that brings us even with the back of that. And that is in front of this. Alright, so let's go ahead and get up on this again. Let's see, that is just in front of this. Alright, let's see, that same level? No. Is it? Is it not? No, it is not. This has got to go down. Okay, so this runs along here. Alright, so that takes us to there. And that takes us to there. Okay. Okay, so that sets us up with a round robin roof that is about the same height as this. Alright, cool. So that's where we're gonna come up here. And we're gonna set this, let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna run this beam right across here. I don't want to be on there, I want to be on the roof of the cockpit. There we go. Alright, there. Okay, so right there. There we go. Now it looks about right. Yeah, there we go. That definitely is about right. Alright, so... we'll set this at an angle. Like that, and that sets that right like that. Okay, good. Uh-oh. Are we playing this game now? Good gravy. Now what is it? High winds and sunshine radiation. Oh my gosh, this Pertam, it's just almost as bad as like Europa and stuff. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's get in here. Alright, so unfortunately this stove is not cooperating too much because we have that battery in place, but I don't know if it's going to be airtight or not, guys. I don't know if these are going to be, if these battery blocks are as airtight as I think they might be. But I guess we're going to find out. So, next thing is going to be lighting. Alright, so we've got this thing pretty much. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see how. I mean, that's how low are we? Well, we do pass under it, but man, that's not a lot of space. So I think that we're definitely going to want to go out this. Yeah, that's going to have to be how far out we'll have to go. Because it just doesn't feel right, you know? Across. Okay. So what I think in this instance is it's going to be really cool if we do some interesting things to kind of liven it up, I think. First of all, we want to Oh wait, let's go with these guys. Okay, so the idea here, of course, being that we want to kind of streamline things a little bit. Okay. Nah, that's not going to be a good spot. Let's try this. Yeah. That's definitely better. Okay, so I'm thinking we do lights and then we also do windows. So I'm thinking for lights we'll do inset lights. And we'll do some on both forward and aft. Alright, and then we'll go around the other side here. Okay, and then oh, let's see here. Let's do some wire conduiting. I like these, some of these, I like these things here. I think they're really cool. Problem is they're really long. I like how they got the wires built in. That's kind of a real big selling point for me. One square away from that. So, So if we do, say we take that away and that away, then we can absolutely do it like that. Okay, that's just really, that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually kind of really cool. Let's see here. What other kinds of interesting things can we put up here that would make life interesting? Well, let's see. We could do a ladder, but no. That's straight stuff. That's not the right stuff. Well, here's what we can do. I know we want to put a window. Oh no, here we go again. Alright, well let's sit in here and have some dumplings, because that's just the thing we do here. It's what we do. We do the dumplings. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking let's go ahead and get this stuff all done up. Then we can see what kind of gable we want to do beyond that. Okay, well that looks pretty cool. That is actually really neat. I like that a lot. Well, both of these could actually be windows. We could do windows on either side of there. And then just do a center set of windows here. So on this side here, we could do... Well, we could do an inset LCD. That would work, but I don't think so. I do want to do a sloped LCD panel. We could put one right there. And we could put one right there. That would give us some interesting stuff to deal with on that side. Let's see what else we can poke around and see what might look kind of cool. Nah, none of that stuff looks good. I could do automaton block. That would work. That would definitely be something that you could put in there, which we could use. That would definitely be useful. Both of these blocks would be useful, actually. And then on this side here, we could do this. And then, let's see. Now, heat vents and stuff we'll put on the back side. I'm not too worried about that right now. You know, we could put... Nah. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's too bloody big. Too big, too bulky, too in the way, in your face. So yeah, that's not gonna fly. I'm not seeing anything jumping out at me, although we do need to do some AI blocks. Probably isn't a bad idea to have like my remote control up here, maybe? Yeah, that actually works out nicely. And then one more will complete this mix. So let's do an AI flight. If we do an AI flight mod, then we can go ahead and do windows for the rest. And these are going to be 3, so, but... Perfect. Oh no, we're out of girders, guys. I should have done this up from above. I could have done it from above. It would have been a lot easier. But that's okay. I need to get out of there for a second, so that's fine. I'm looking for girders. I know there's some in here somewhere. Ah, there they are. Alright. Well, let's see here. Alright, so that gets that all in place. Alright, now we're going to get these all good. Okay, so that takes care of the roof. We just got to get a couple more materials. Now I was going to put solar panels on here. Maybe, I don't know if we can find some. I'm pretty sure we got some in there, but... Oh man, that's really cool. We do need to do something about that though. So I think steel plates would be in order for this one. All right. All right. Well, we're getting some progress, guys. I think the best thing we're gonna do is finish getting this. You know, we've got all this in play. That's all in play too. Now we just need to get this front end set up so we can actually close the door and be in here without worrying. So let's see if we can pull this off. The other thing I was thinking about too. Well, first things first. Let's see here. Alright, and we'll go and that. I don't know. Now I gotta make sure I can get in and out the door. I can't. Wow, so I gotta really be all the way out there to pull this off. Jeez Louise. These guys don't like to make anything easy, do they? There's like, no way, man. And then I'm trying to figure this thing out. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so let's see about getting this, Alright, let's see here. Okay, and then we're gonna go with this. Okay, so I think... Yeah, I feel like I want to just really just run that all the way down, but I also feel like there's going to be a lot more to this ship than that, so. Yeah, I think that'll do. So let's go ahead and get that closed up. And now we just need to close up these areas, and then we'll basically have what should be an airtight space. Okay. Alright guys, well, we got some more work done on this thing. We still gotta figure out how exactly we want to pull this off. I mean, it's kind of bulky right now, but I think I'm okay with certain things. We're gonna have to have braking thrusters on the front there to be able to brake us, and I have a feeling I'm gonna need to use a conveyor converter to be able to pull that off. So let's go ahead and get that started here. Okay. Alright, get this on right there. Okay. So yeah, I think next episode we're gonna go ahead and we've got the interior set up. I think we're gonna go after the crew cabin next, and then we'll get thruster assemblies and other essentials on behind the survival kit. Thank you so much for joining me for Escape from Pertam, and we're getting there, guys. We're getting there just a little bit at a time, little piece at a time, but we will get there. We will escape. And what do we got there? That's the Weaver's Farm. That's pretty cool. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again on Escape from Pertam. There's a lot more to come. See ya. See you next time. Bye.